After 4 days of investigation and cleanup, the Bellevue YMCA is now back open tonight.
The grassy area where a small plane crashed on Monday still off limits, but people were allowed back inside the building this evening. YMCA staff members placed flowers near the spot where 4 people from Kansas were killed and gathered for a prayer.
We pray for members of their family as we express our appreciation and love for you for protecting those around this crash site.
The Bellevue YMCA had several hundred people inside when the plane crashed around 5 o'clock Monday afternoon. Well, some of those members returned today as the Y reopened its doors.
Well, and as you might imagine, many of them say it was a difficult week for them trying to cope with the tragedy and knowing just how close that plane came to hitting the building. Fox 17's John Dunn now joins us live from Bellevue, where getting back to normal will take some time.
Scott and Stacy, several people have stopped here this evening to have a moment of silence. You can see some folks have left flowers, others just spending time by this flower arrangement. Now, the plane crash site is off limits this evening. You can see some caution tape here surrounding the area tonight. And meanwhile, inside the YMCA building, the healing is just beginning.
Treadmills were humming, runners were circling as activity returned to the Bellevue YMCA. But if you listen closely to conversations,
this is about 50 yards away from the crash site.
Many people here have a story about Monday's plane crash. Dwayne Smith was close to where it happened.
Looked out these windows and saw a big ball of fire and black smoke bellowing up from the corner of the building over there.
Dwayne says it was a hectic scene. Parents rushed to gather their children. The fire alarms were blaring, and outside, scattered on the ground, Dwayne saw things he wishes he could forget.
You know, it was so sad to think, you know, that's someone's loved ones that had perished, you know, immediately. I mean, there was just no way someone could have survived that.
The closest part of the building to the crash site is the swimming pool. At the time, there were kids, mothers, and families all inside.
This home video taken moments after the crash shows the site just 20 yards away from the open door of the pool area. The YMCA is now providing counselors. Several people have already signed up for help coping.
The way to deal with trauma oftentimes is just to be able to talk about it and to just be able to say, this is what happened, and have a listening ear.
Dwayne Smith admits that he's had trouble this week.
It was really difficult to even force myself to come in because it was still fresh in my mind, and I'm sure on a lot of people's minds about what happened just a few days ago.
YMCA members are now writing their condolences as workout routines get back to normal. Some things will never be the same.
It's just really sad to step back and think about, you know, what a beautiful family that had, you know, just all of a sudden perished.
We spoke with several people here tonight who are still too emotional to speak about what they saw and experienced on Monday. It's obvious that what has happened here has had a long-lasting effect. Live in Bellevue, John Dunn, Fox 17 News.